guys, and welcome back to another video. So today is mostly it is just an update video. It's not mostly, it is, period, just an update video on a couple minor things, but a couple major things being the travel I've been talking about wanting to do. So I'm just going to jump right into this. I'm going to start talking about the travel stuff first. A couple weekends ago, I did go up to Pennsylvania. I did go to visit family up there. That was fun. I did try to film it. It ended up not really working out for a couple reasons. Anyway, I did go, and I did get some footage, which I'm actually gonna use later on for a different video, which will be fun. I'm gonna talk about that video. I'm gonna talk about that later in this video. Other travel plans. This weekend, I actually was supposed to be in Chicago. I was supposed to leave yesterday, be there today, leave yesterday, be there by around mid-afternoon, and come back tomorrow. Yeah. Anyway, there were some issues with my bank account and my ID, mostly being that I actually don't have one, and it's weird because I've been trying to get my bank account. They need an ID because I'm 18. I don't have an ID. To get an ID, I need a birth certificate. I actually don't have a birth certificate. I moved around a lot when I was younger and stuff. I don't know what happened. Bottom line, it got lost somehow. And to give me the birth certificate, they needed an ID, which I didn't have. So it was like, how do I get out of this little system that they've created basically to screw you over? Anyway, basic point being, I got that fixed. The birth certificate will be here by beginning of August. So that's in, like, I don't know, 2 weeks. Which is roughly 4 weeks in a month, and we're already halfway through July ish. So yeah. We'll be here in around 2 weeks, the beginning of August. By the end of that week, I should be able to have my bank account all squared away. And after that, I'm scheduling the Chicago trip for mid-August, which will probably be another week or two after I have my bank account all fixed. So, yeah. Anyway, that's really it for the travel portion. That's it. Chicago trip just needs to be rescheduled. I'm still going. I'm not gonna be able to go for all the cool Pokemon stuff I wanted to go to. There's this one YouTuber I watch. He was gonna be there. I probably would have had the opportunity to meet him, which would have been awesome. That would have been pretty cool. But fortunately not to be. Still want to go to Chicago though. I'm like set on going there and seeing everything. And playing Pokemon Go in there because I am a Pokemon Go addict, and I am one of the few people who still play it like 2 or 3 years later. 2 years later, actually. 2 years later. In other interesting news, when I came back from Williamsport, my dad had it for me, but it was in reality I bought it. Anyway, I didn't end up coming back the day I thought I was going to come back because there were issues with my flight. Because I don't have ID, I had to use other forms of identification, which made it a little more difficult to fly. But hopefully I'm going to get all that fixed. But I'm going to get all that fixed soon. So yeah, anyway, point being, I came back a day later. And on that day, I was actually supposed to meet a dude here at my local Verizon store to pick up a Google Pixel. I officially have bought a Google Pixel. You guys might remember I was talking about picking one of these up a couple of weeks ago in my budget versus flagship phone video with Blaze Maverick, which that video was fun. I enjoyed filming that video. But point being, I finally picked up a Pixel. It's the Pixel 2 XL. This thing is awesome. I've had it for a couple weeks now, I think. Hang on. I am like totally lost on time right now. I have had it a little more than a week now. I had to look at my calendar to remember. Yeah, I've had this thing a little more than a week. It's fun. The honeymoon phase is kind of already worn off, but I'm still not over the design. I like it. It's not the color I wanted it to be. I wanted the all black model because on my tech, I'm a sucker for black. My GoPro only makes black, but still, I'm a sucker for black technology. My Bose is black. I could have gotten a silver model, but I went with black because again, sucker for black. Anyway, that was fun. There was supposed to be a second video that we were going to release like the next day or maybe the next week or something after that one, where it was just us trashing companies. You might have seen us do it a little bit in that video, but we made a whole video just trashing companies and products and all that stuff. The GoPro got hot and the footage wasn't even there. I don't know if it didn't film it or if the glitch that occurred on my GoPro deleted all the footage, but there was nothing there. It was just gone, and I was so disappointed. So that video doesn't get to be released, unfortunately. Blaze, we gotta get back together and we gotta try to film that video again. Because that video was fun, and I definitely want to upload that. Just totally trash talking like a ton of different companies. It was hilarious. I really am mad that the footage was deleted because that was such a fun video. Anyway, yeah, I don't think I really have much else to talk about. Other than, I think I now have 17 subscribers. Right? Yeah, 17 subscribers now. I know who one of them is. I think I know who the other one is too. Because, see, that's the thing when you have a small channel, is you usually end up knowing your first, like, I don't know, 20 subscribers. It's funny. Anyway, that's really all I have left to talk about that stuff. Let's talk about that video I was gonna I said I would mention at the end of the video. So, I think earlier this year and then a little later, I kind of talked about this project I was going to work on when it came to videos. That's where some of the footage from my Williamsport trip is going to go to. Some footage from my Chicago trip is going to pour into it as well. I'm going to take footage from different trips and pour it into the project. I don't know if I mentioned it, but this project I'm working on, originally I wanted it to be released on May 13th, I believe, was the date. It was in May. So yeah, this has been a pretty long delay from when I originally wanted to release it. I wanted to start working on it in April, I think. It won't take me long. The editing is going to be the hard part. I just got to get all the clips. And I want to incorporate so many different things. But it won't take me long now before I finally get down to hardcore working on it. So I don't know when, but within the next, I'd say, it's July, next month is August. I want to calculate this real fast. I need to look at my calendar. August, September. I want to say mid-September. By mid-September, at the latest, which is in like 2 months. So sometime in the next 2 months would be a probably good time frame to estimate it. I will probably drop a trailer for this project. It'll be a small trailer, less than half a minute. And it won't consist of much, because I won't have much footage to work with at that time. A majority of it is going to mostly be me sitting down talking to you guys again, but I want to incorporate other different things into it, make it a little different, and it's just going to be a little more complex for me to figure out how to do that than to just do this, because this clip isn't getting edited at all. I just kind of throw it into the editor, put it with an intro and an outro, and I'm good. This one's going to be a little more complex than, again, my traditional video. or at least what I've been filming so far this year. And I've been filming a majority of my videos this year out and about. Not out and about, sitting here talking to you guys. Interesting. Anyway, within the next 2 months, expect a trailer to drop. I have kind of already made the trailer. I just don't want to drop it too soon and be like, oh, I'm gonna drop it now, and in 4 months, then I'm finally gonna get to working on the project or something like that. No. If I drop it in 2 months, or within the next 2 months, that should be good enough time for me to get a lot of the footage I want and start to actually work hardcore on the project. So that means I'd be releasing the trailer at an appropriate time, in my opinion. So yeah, anyway guys, that's all I have to really talk about in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for more content coming soon, and peace out.